Welcome back to the 9th Gym program, and today we're doing another guide on BDSP Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. So today we're going to be talking about Togekiss. This Pokemon is really insane in the game, in the VGC side of the game. It's one of the strongest Pokemon and one of the most used, and that's by far. Second most used Pokemon currently on Picolytics, 45% usage stats. That's an insanely high percent of usage stats. This means on teams. So this means like 45% of teams built on the Showdown is using Togekiss. So that's an insanely high amount of people using Togekiss. So why is this Pokemon so good? So Fairy Flying typing is really solid. It has good abilities, it has great stats, and it has a really good move pool, and its ability Super Luck is stupid, and it gives you additional +1 into the crit stat, and then you get another +1 with Scope Lens or Razor Claw, which just makes this Pokemon hit crits 50% of the time. 50% of the time. That's dumb. That's dumb. And that's what we have. So yeah, this Pokemon was insane in Sword and Shield VGC for a little while with Dynamax. It still got all the crits, so you just got crit Dynamax moves over and over, and Pokemon's pretty dumb. But it is very versatile as well. You can also use it as a defensive, kind of sitting on the field using Follow Me and Yawn every turn, while also having Dazzling Gleam for some good damage and potentially Air Slash for crits, not crits, for flinching, as well as just like solid damage. So overall, just the Pokemon's crazy, right? The Pokemon's just really good. Also, Fairy typing is really solid here because of things like Garchomp in the meta, which are really scary. There's like Latios in the meta. Couple things. Fairy's just a good typing in general. There's Salamence in the meta. So yeah, it's very good. And Follow Me is of course a very solid move because it gives you you know, redirection, which is very few and far between. It also has things like Flamethrower and Life Dew and Nasty Plot. A lot of really good different ways of play. So yeah, that's Togekiss in a nutshell. Let's go ahead and look at a couple of builds. I have two builds prepared. One is a defensive build, and one is going to be an all-into attack. You just sit there and Dazzling Gleam over and over, usually complemented with like a Tailwind user or, you know, something like maybe Screens potentially as well to make it a little bit bulkier, because it's not an incredibly bulky Pokemon from base stats alone. I mean, special defense at 115 and defense at 95 isn't bad at all, and 85 HP. It's very bulky naturally, but you know, 2 times effective stab moves, super effective stab moves, they can still do like a lot of damage. Anyway, let's look at the actual build. So the first build for Togekiss is Scope Lens Super Luck. Like I was saying, is really stupid. 50% chance to crit it's pretty ignorant, and it really helps push through things like Calm Mind, Cresselia, and powerful setup Pokemon, because the crit just goes right through that stuff. So that's definitely good. So yeah, item and ability, that's what we're going for the first build. And then I'm going Dazzling Gleam, Air Slash, Follow Me, and Protect. There's Dazzling Gleam and Air Slash are both really good. Great stab moves that are crazy. Dazzling Gleam hits both Pokemon potentially. Very solid 80 power base attack with crits. And when you're hitting 2 Pokemon with a 50% chance of crit, you're typically going to be critting once per turn, like every turn, on one of the Pokemon, which is just... it's stupid. Like how many times do I gotta say how dumb this Pokemon is? How dumb this attack is? But yeah, this Pokemon is crazy. Air Slash is cool because it also has a 30% chance to flinch. So you have a 50% chance to crit and a 30% chance to flinch. Like, it's just so strong. It's so strong. And then we have Protect on here just because it's good. Protect on here just because it's good. And then Follow Me because redirection is crazy and super you know, few and far between when you find a Pokemon with it. So if you have a Pokemon with it, even if it's taking like an offensive role, you still want to be able to have that option just to like redirect a little bit sometimes, because it's really good. And sometimes when you have like this and Garchomp and your opponent's like, okay, well, I'm gonna Ice Beam the Garchomp, Togekiss can take that hit for you. Garchomp can still take that turn to like Earthquake and just like swing the game even farther in your favor. Togekiss and Garchomp is a crazy synergy. Those Pokemon are stupid in this meta together. Anyway, that's it for the actual, like, you know, set. As far as the spread goes, it's pretty basic, just 252. It's a basic Y spread, right? 252 into special attack and 252 into speed, and then our leftover 4 into defense, and then the nature is timid, just to max out on speed as fast as possible. 145 is still not hitting insane numbers, but since the format didn't really have any restricteds and not like too many insanely good legendaries that are fast, It's not an over-the-top speed meta. So Togekiss being at this 145, it's not bad. And you have, there's like a lot of status. There's some good Tailwind users in the format. And, yeah, so Togekiss doesn't mind, you know, its speed tier. It's not too bad. But you do have to max on it, just for the mirror, because you can play the mirror way too frequently. Like, there will be a Togekiss on both sides of the field way too frequently. Like, so frequently. Right? 45% of the, 45, you know, roughly 45% of the time, there'll be like a Togekiss on the screen. Anyway, so yeah, that's Togekiss. That's the first spread of Togekiss. The balls to wall offense build. You use the Super Luck, the Scope Lens. It's good. I think this is the way. 90% of the time, if you're making a Togekiss, you want to put a Togekiss on the team. This is what you're going for. You're going for the Super Luck, big punching guy, and I think that's fine. And then for the second build, we have a Sitrus Berry Super Luck build. You're still going to use Super Luck because it's crazy. Serene Grace is not bad. Serene Grace, it also has the ability Serene Grace that gives you double secondary ability, which is cool for things like Body Slam, and the Air Slash, stuff like that. But I'm just going Super Luck because, you know, getting crits on Dazzling Gleam is crazy. Even if this Pokemon is not trying to take an offensive role, it can still do solid damage with Dazzling Gleam every now and again, break through, you know, big defensive walls that have a lot of special defense buffs. You can still do a lot of damage with a crit, so that's good. Follow me, of course. Protect, Dazzling Gleam, those are going to be standard this Pokemon almost always. Protect is definitely something you can change out if you want. You don't have to use it, but VGC, the VGC in me loves Protect. Protect is just such a powerful move. And then we have Yawn as well as the last flex move here, because Yawn is just really good on like this defensive Pokemon. You just like sit there, can eat an attack or two and yawn something, and then like you just yawn and then protect, and then you're winning. You're essentially like 2v1ing, right? Because then one of their Pokemon is Sleepy Bide, right? So that's pretty good. So Yawn is definitely solid. You know, good accuracy. It's crazy. Yawn's crazy. Anyway, that's the set and stuff. Let's look at the spread. So the spread is definitely it's a working spread for sure. Like, you know, I just crafted this spread out of the blue. I just wanted to deal with Scizor, essentially. Like, Scizor is the main threat as we're looking down on this, or looking on this. It's the main threat, right? Because our special defense isn't bad, and most of the scary, like, electric type Pokemon and ice attacks are like Ice Beam and like Thunderbolt. So most of like our big threats, other than like physical poison user like Toxicroak and physical, you know, steel Pokemon like the Scizor and Metagross, we're taking, like, we don't have to worry too much about the special defense, and then physical defense is still really, really solid, and we can just patch that up with a little bit of EV. So I went for a physical defense Togekiss here with a little bit more into defense instead of speed. Most Togekisses you'll find that are like defensive still have a lot of speed and are like timid and stuff. And oh, this is not timid. This is supposed to be bold plus defense minus attack. I believe. Oh, it was timid. It is timid. I'm going crazy. I'm going crazy in my head. I did want to have a little bit of speed. I wanted it to be a little speed, right? A little speedy. 117, especially if you like supplement that with like Tailwind or anything. 117 is like solid. So that's what I went for. Just kind of just like dumping extra EVs. You can like take away some from the speed and then go into like defense or special defense a little bit more if you wanted to. But this is just the culmination of my creating EV spreads. I don't know, man. I just made this. Anyway, really what it's for is Togekiss versus Scizor, so let's look at this. This will explain it a little bit better. So -1, 252 plus attack. So this is a max attack Scizor, doing as much damage as possible. It's Life Orb, it's Technician, it's Adamant Nature, as much damage as it can do. -1 from Intimidate, and Bullet Punch from the Scizor into our pretty defensive Togekiss is hitting a very small chance at a 2-hit KO, even through like the Sitrus Berry. So that's kind of like what I wanted here, was not to even get 2-hit KO'd by the Bullet Punch. That way you can take a turn, you can Yawn, you can then Protect, and then you can start Dazzling Gleam for a couple turns before it's just like dealt with by the Scizor like waking up and stuff. So that's kind of the idea there. Also, if you can burn it, that's good. But you really just need an Intimidate. This is kind of how it's been for a lot of like physical defense calcs, is that Intimidate kind of has to play a massive role in calcing for physical like offense right now, or physical defense. That's just in my opinion. But that's like a lot of the time. That's how I go. I feel like I'm so scatterbrained right now. I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to do this. Anyway, 244 into HP, 204 into defense, 4 left over into special defense, and then I put the 52 here. You have to spread a little bit, so I put the 4 and the 4 here. You can take these away if you want to, honestly. It doesn't really matter too much here, but I just wanted to add them just so we're wasting less EVs. Like that one can go a little bit stronger on special attack and special defense. That's kind of what I was thinking. But yeah, that's really it for the Togekiss. Like that's really all I have to say here. Obviously there's some Pokemon in the meta that are like kind of scary, like the Scizor, the Metagross, the Rotom Wash that we were talking about, the Heatran. But like fortunately, Heatran, Rotom Wash, a lot of these Pokemon are special, like special defense or special attacking, and Togekiss has a very solid special defense stat, 115. So we're capable of living a little bit of attacks. Like look at this, like so 60 special attack Rotom Wash. Most Rotom Wash are like going into speed and a little bit of bulk. Like you don't usually have to worry about too much damage except after like a nasty plot, but then you already had a yawn turn and then you can protect. So that's kind of how you deal with Rotom Wash. You just have to like yawn it and then protect. And if they took their yawn turn to do a nasty plot, you're in a great position, really. Like you usually are in a crazy good position because Dazzling Gleam, like with crit, usually does a lot of damage. Like you can get like 25% damage, 30% damage a couple times, and doubling in like that Rotom's gone in 1 to 2 turns. So you shouldn't have to worry too much. That's really all I have for Togekiss, right? I went over some options where its placement in the meta and the builds. So yeah, that's really all I got today for the video. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff. Of course, as always, the paste for these spreads will be in the description. So if you want to like, use this spread, play it, test a little bit on Showdown, they're there. You just copy paste, boom, you're done. I feel like I was super scatterbrained in this video. Sorry if it was really hard to follow. I feel like it was. But anyway, that's it for the video. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. Goodbye.